Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. The ringleaders of an organised crime group in Essex which supplied drugs to County Lines gangs and have been jailed for a combined total of more than 40 years. Christopher Golding headed up the network which smuggled cocaine in containers through ports before selling it onto gangs supplying West Essex, Hertfordshire, London and Suffolk. The operation was estimated to have earned them at least £500,000, which was stashed in Bitcoin or laundered through the pub Mr. Golding ran as a licensee. Officers started an investigation into the group after members of the public reported seeing drug dealing taking place. Two of the group members, Lee Collett and Lee Wilkinson, were arrested in May 2018. As officers progressed their inquiries, they began identifying main players higher up in the chain, eventually leading them to Mr. Golding. Then, an international operation, led in by the UK by National Crime Agency, saw the takedown of the encrypted communication platform EncroChat. The secure mobile phone instant messaging was primarily used by criminals to coordinate and plan criminal activities, including the distribution of illicit commodities and money laundering. Messages obtained by EncroChat provided further evidence of the scale of the drugs operation being run by Mr. Golding and dated back to Christmas Day 2017. He was arranging bulk sales of cocaine, charging £41,000 for a kilogram. It was also evident he was using Bitcoin as a form of payment and was laundering money through the cryptocurrency. Financial investigators, working with colleagues from the Eastern Region Serious Operations Unit, identified he had transferred more than £120,000 into Bitcoin accounts in 2020. Detective Chief Inspector Lewis Basford of the Serious Violence Unit said the extra evidence secured from the EncroChat messages was the final nail in the coffin for Mr. Golding and his key associates. With this information and the wealth of evidence officers had already secured throughout this complex investigation, they had nowhere to hide and no option but to plead guilty at court. More than £100,000 in cash, assets and weapons, as well as £120,000 worth of cocaine were seized during dawn raids in Harlow and Suffolk. Mr. Golding, 39, of Hart Road, Harlow, was among 7 men who admitted conspiracy to supply a Class A drug when they appeared at Chelmsford Crown Court. The others included Christopher Lee Collett, 37, of Perry Spring, Harlow, Robert Aldred, 30, of Pitmansfield, Harlow, Augustus Gustistus, 31, of Meadow Court, Harlow, Stuart Thurgood, 39, of Morley Grove, Harlow, David Wilkinson, 36, of Primrose Hill, Haverhill, Lee Wilkinson, of Parsonage Lays, Harlow, Adam Dalby, 36, of Wedwood Drive, Harlow. Stuart Thurgood was Mr. Golding's right-hand man in the criminal network. Brothers Lee and David Wilkinson oversaw the day-to-day running of the drugs line. All 8 men were sentenced at Chelmsford Crown Court. Mr. Golding was given a 12-year prison sentence. Mr. Thurgood was handed an 8 years in jail. Lee Wilkinson was sentenced to 6 years and 8 months. Adam Dalby received a sentence of 6 years and 8 months. Robert Aldred was jailed for 2 years and 8 months. David Wilkinson was given 4 years and 8 months in prison. Augustus Gustistus was sentenced to 2 years and 4 months, and Lee Collett was given a 2-year prison sentence. At the sentencing hearing, the judge praised the police investigation, and the prosecutor in the case, DCI Basford, said, "What was unusual about this particular organised crime group was the key players were virtually all local to Harlow, yet were supplying drugs gangs operating across London and 3 counties. The scale of their operation was huge, and we estimate that they're selling around 3 kilograms of cocaine a week to about 10 County Lines gangs." The criminal network attempted to conceal their profits using cryptocurrency and tried to evade the notice of police by using encrypted messaging. But the tenacity of our specialist teams and colleagues in the other law enforcement agencies ensured there was nowhere left for them to hide. Taking out Mr. Golding's crime group is a major blow in drying up the supply to County Lines gangs. We are targeting the chain at every level to dismantle drugs networks and make it even harder for them to operate. By taking out these links in the chain, we are also helping to protect vulnerable adults and children who these criminals exploit, groom and use for their own financial gain. So what are your thoughts about this Essex-based drugs gang and how they were supplying County Lines drug gangs with vast amounts of cocaine? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay safe.